Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Midnight Society Talk Show with your host, T-Sums. I don't know if that's going to be the official name yet or not, but that's just what I'm going to name it for now until I can come up with a snazzier name. And in this first episode, I am talking about the fact we are just days away from our first snapshot playable build of Project Moon by Midnight Society. And I don't know about you guys, but I am extremely pumped. I'm extremely pumped to be bringing you guys all the available content that I can about Project Moon and any news and updates from the Midnight Society as a founder who owns this guy right here. Variant 5 Viper. Cannot believe I was chosen for this opportunity. I'm first and foremost, I want to say thank you to everyone at Midnight Society. Thank you to Dr. Disrespect, to the dev team, to everybody behind the scenes over there that made this the selection process and accepted yours truly here as a member and founder of the Midnight Society. This is an incredible opportunity that I am not going to take with a grain of salt. I understand the gravity, the weight, the excitement behind being a founder, the ability to be able to really make a change in the game industry is what I think is the most appealing. In this first video, I'm going to kind of talk about the blog post, the roadmap, if you will, that the Midnight Society released on July 8th, which was the day that I found out that I was a founder. So the biggest piece of news that we got was the fact that the Midnight Society is building the next AAA competitive PvPvE first-person shooter, doing it openly and transparently, one snapshot build at a time. So the snapshot builds are what we founders are going to be able to play and make content around every 6 weeks, starting here in July. We are just a couple weeks away from the first snapshot build being released after the LA event that they're having. The coolest part about being a founder is we do have full rights to be able to stream, create content from the very first and early playable snapshots, share screenshots, assets, live stream, and any other way to create and from the snapshot build and the visual variant guide. The visual variant guides are going to be guidelines that the devs are going to give us with each snapshot build. It's going to have concept art, it's going to have some feedback things, stuff to vote on, things that they're working on outside of the snapshot builds, screenshots, those kind of things. And that's what the main focus of this show is going to be around. As far as the actual playing of the build, that's going to be over on my Twitch stream. So if you're going to want to watch that, you're going to have to go to twitch.tv/tsums_. Follow me on Twitch there and look out for whenever the notification goes live when we're playing Project Moon, because I'm pretty sure there won't be a category for it, so you might not be able to go somewhere and click it, so we might have to do it under a just chatting category or something like that. But you're going to want to have the notifications on so that you can see when I'm live streaming Project Moon, so that you can kind of see the playable build, see kind of what we're looking around. Project Moon is going to be a vertical extraction shooter, or VES. So think Hunt Showdown, think Escape from Tarkov, think The Cycle, those kinds of games. The other cool thing about it is it's going to have the graphics and absolute monster, awesome level builds of an arena-style shooter. So think your Halo 2, your Call of Duty Modern Warfare, OG Call of Duty Modern Warfare, think your Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which, as we know, Doc made a lot of the maps for that. So, me personally, I loved a lot of the maps on Advanced Warfare. I'm not saying that as a huge Dr. Disrespect fan or as a member of the Champions Club or anything like that. Like, 100%, Advanced Warfare was one of my favorite Call of Duty games. And I didn't even know Doc was a part of that for the longest time, and up until here recently. So think those type of maps and styles, but with the scope of a battle royale. So think, you go into a map, it'll have 150 people, and you're all trying to work towards a goal and get extracted out of there. So that's going to be super, super awesome, super, super fun. Snapshots from this future. Obviously, again, these snapshots are going to be released. I don't know if they're going to be timed snapshots or not, or if they release the first snapshot and then just every 6 weeks they update it. And we're just going to continue to be able to make content and play all the way through from that first snapshot build all the way on. I don't know if it is going to be timed or not. Once I do find that information out, obviously you'll hear it here first on the Midnight Society talk show. So these snapshots, the first snapshot that we know about is going to be a small little player base with a gun range with the classified assault rifle that we are going to be able to test out. We're going to be able to test out accuracy, timing, recoil, reloading, how the gun feels and how it plays. And then obviously we're going to give our feedback, and then in 6 weeks they may take some of that feedback and adjust it and then add it to the next snapshot build. During that time, it is being heavily encouraged that all the founder members are communicating with each other of, this is my accuracy, this is my time beating the gun range, and those kinds of things, to keep it interactive and keep it competitive as well. So it gives you a reason to play it beyond just kind of testing it out a little bit. It actually gives you a competitive aspect to really go against the other founders, and I'm really excited to be a part of that. I believe the snapshots are going to be PC, PlayStation, and Xbox available. When I go into my profile, there is keys for Xbox and PlayStation areas. So if I can, I'm going to be testing it on my Xbox. If not, then I'll be hopefully testing it on my older style PC that I've got. Hopefully it'll run it. If not, then I'm really hoping that it's going to be for Xbox, so that I can play and test this. And I know they're trying to play and test on all the platforms. So I imagine, especially with how close PC and Xbox are, I imagine the Xbox one will be a lot easier to get than the PlayStation. So I think that first playable build will be PC and Xbox, and then may take to the second build for the PlayStation. So that's kind of where we're at right now in our news and latest updates. Obviously, there is the LA Founders event that they're going to be doing. I will not be able to attend that event for a couple of reasons. One, I don't have the money to just fly out to LA. Two, July 29th is cutting it extremely close for my second son's birth. My second son's due date is actually on my first son's birthday, which is August 6th. So that's way too close. With the way things are going, we could potentially even be in the hospital having a baby that day. Who knows? So Snapshot CL1000 is the player hideout. Time to practice or showcase your skills. We're going to offer 3 different shooting range experiences throughout the player hideout. Anywhere you see a red button, you'll be able to interact with a unique target practice, each designed to hone unique skill with the first assault rifle. Stats on your performance will be shared and stored locally. Share them with the community to compete for the best accuracy, time, headshots, and scores. Every 6 weeks, this play space will continue to grow and expand, including new elements tied to new features and mechanics from each build. So reading that little snippet right there, every 6 weeks, this space will continue to grow and expand. Leads me to believe that they're releasing the first snapshot, and we'll be playing it for 6 weeks. Update, new experiences, new build. Play that for another 6 weeks. Update, and so on and so forth until we really get down to the nitty gritty of this game being, obviously, in its final legs of development. So, your variant is only the beginning. It has been incredible to see all of your variants being minted and shared online. In case you need a refresher, here is all the great perks that I get of being a member and founder. Obviously, unlock the unique variant design we have here. Viper. Download snapshots every 6 weeks. enjoy a new variant guide with each snapshot. So every time a snapshot comes out, we'll get a variant guide. So every 6 weeks, we've got a whole new slew of content to be able to talk about and go about. Exclusive Project Moon and Midnight Society merchandise, voting rights on game features, and then obviously access to exclusive developer discussion channels on the Discord. That's kind of where we're at right now. So right now we're kind of in this waiting period. Obviously, we've kind of been in waiting periods, especially before with the application process, and then now with the official minting of the founders. So we're in a limbo until July 29th when the first LA Founders event happens, and then from there, first snapshot is released, and then we can go on to creating content and streams all around the Project Moon build, and from there on, so on and so forth, which I am extremely excited about. So much so that we have changed the stream format to where we're going to be playing a lot of Hunt Showdown to prepare ourselves for what a extraction shooter is like. Because my PC can't run the cycle, it's just a really bad, like, really bad graphical dumb down of it, and it's hard to tell and hard to see. Or Escape from Tarkov. So that's kind of where we're at right now. That's why this show right now currently is going to be on a bi-weekly release. And I think so the next time we will, I'm releasing this on, double check here. This will be released next Sunday, so on the 17th. So the 31st, which is when the next episode of the Midnight Society talk show comes out, we will have played through the first build, hopefully. Whether it's on the PC or whatever, but we will have, I will open up an area somewhere on this screen for the visual guide so that we can look at it and talk about it and be able to discuss everything about the first visual guide. And then we would have played through the first build of the snapshot, the first snapshot build. So, and these episodes are going to be short. This Midnight Society talk show, it's not going to be as long as my podcast. Shameless plug here, that sums it up. You want a longer format of my discussions about not just Midnight Society, but other topics as well, go check out the That Sums It Up podcast. But we will be potentially, so on the 31st, which is the second episode of this show, we will have content and stuff to talk about. So get ready, guys. Get ready. We'll be discussing everything on this show. And because it is a shorter format, I could kind of keep some stuff for show to show. Or maybe some things that I talk about one episode. And the more and more the snapshots come out, and the more of the snapshots that come out, this may go from a bi-weekly show to a weekly show. But as of right now, just because there's a lack of content, scheduling it right now, it makes sense to have the Midnight Society talk show be a bi-weekly show right now. So, just kind of wanted to introduce you guys to who I am, my variant, and what this show is going to be about, and what we're going to be talking about on this show. So, pretty much that wraps this episode. I really appreciate if you guys could like, share, subscribe, and comment, and then follow me on my TikTok. I'm trying to get to the TikTok to 1,000 followers. It'll have snippets of this show on there as well. So if you follow me there and you're kind of scrolling through TikTok more than maybe you remind yourself about YouTube, then you can kind of see the little snippet there, and then boom, there we go. You can come right over and watch the show and talk about it. So I'm excited. I know you guys are excited. I know Doc's excited. I'm ready for this thing. I'm ready for that first snapshot build. I'm ready to get it in my hands and play this thing. So that wraps this episode. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Love all the continued support you guys are giving me. And I will catch you guys here on this show in 2 weeks all of the details on the variant guide and how the LA Founders event went, because I will be, paying attention to it on all the socials and Discords and all that, and talking some of the things that I heard about, potentially see for the LA Founders event, and any dev discussion roundtables that I was a part of, or listened in on, and so on and so forth. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you guys here in 2 weeks with even more news and updates. This has been the Midnight Society Talk Show. Your host, T. Selms, signing off.